I probably ought to do something about that. Spunk heaters, when they start getting a little clogged up, they'll smoke a little bit, but you're fine. But I suppose if I cleaned it out, it'd probably quit doing that. But I'll worry about that when it happens. Got a little bit of downtime tonight. I go over, get me a snack, and I don't know, hang out a little bit, I guess. Oh, look, that gives me an idea. Got this auto transport here. They got some pretty cool cars on here. Well, that was disappointing, but I'm here for the night. I'm dealing with some hours right now, so I'll show you what I got, and then hopefully we'll figure out what we're doing tomorrow. Went in for a cup of coffee. It's probably, boy, it was atrocious. Probably some of the worst coffee I've ever had here. That's saying a lot. Alright, so let me show you what we're up against with our hours and what we're thinking about. Alright, so this is what I have on my 70 right now. Not picking up anything tomorrow. But following day, I'm picking up 8 hours, 36 minutes. Focus. Following day, 11 hours, 11 minutes. And then 1 hour and 54 minutes. That's the bad day. So theoretically, I've got well, that's weird. Got a reflection of this right across my face. Good times. Alright. Whatever. So I've got three good days of running, and then after that we're just sunk for a day. But if I sit tomorrow, I've got to get a reset out of it and leave. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I can leave first thing Thursday morning and have a good weekend. So I'm going to sit here and probably tomorrow morning we'll talk to dispatch, see what they come up with, because truthfully, 70 hours is 70 hours. If I can get a good run that's going to last me those 3 days, and I can, get some good miles and good running and get me someplace good, truthfully, that 1 hour and 56 minutes or whatever it was, 1 hour 54 minutes, that's not going to matter. I get someplace, maybe I can do a reset someplace nice. Place I like going. Maybe get some more Indian food. You never know. So we're going to do that, and we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll figure it out tomorrow. So it's the next morning. It's already been kind of a busy morning. I went and got up, took a shower, got the truck washed, and got my coffee. Well, I got my load. Pick it up tomorrow morning. It's supposed to be loaded around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. The problem is this place I have to go doesn't open until 6:30 in the morning, which stinks because if they were open 24 hours like they used to be, I could pick it up at 2 o'clock and get out of here. But that's not to be. So I'm going to have to go over there tomorrow morning, go get it, and then start heading off. We're headed to Indianapolis. The Air Guard's out today. They got their F-16s out, so that's kind of fun. If you get down there around Abilene, you can watch, at least you used to be able to watch the B-52s fly in and out. That was fun too. So I guess I'm going to go get some lunch and then work out the logistics on this thing, and catch you later. Oh boy, lunch. Well, it was predictable. Some people shouldn't gamble. I am one of them. But like I say, I'm a loser, not a quitter. So we're sitting here doing our restart, And this is what I got this is what I got till it ends. So if this place was actually open like they used to be, I could actually go in there about 3 in the morning and go pick it up. I cannot. So what my plan is, tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and get up about 5:30, go in, get cleaned up and all that, and then we'll head over there right about the time they open the gates and go pick this thing up and start booking. I know the northern lights are all out this weekend. There's a lot of artificial light, but I mean, they're pretty bright. They said we're supposed to see them tonight too. They saw them Friday, and today's not Friday. Tuesday and Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Today is a Wednesday. So hopefully I'm going to try to see them tonight, but the clouds rolled in, so I got to see an F-16 today, so I guess today was okay. But I'm sure if I get a chance, well, maybe I'll get some pictures of them. If not, I'm sure everybody on Facebook has posted a bunch of videos and pictures, and we'll all be sick of them by tomorrow. But if you see them in person, they are quite fascinating. Well, that's pretty slick. Unfortunately, they've been writing huge tickets for things like this, but it's still pretty slick. DOT's been writing big tickets for that because that's illegal. Don't believe me, go look it up. Anyhow, we are next morning. Got all cleaned up. Gotta wait a few more minutes before I head over there. Wait a few more minutes before I head over there because the gates aren't going to be open for probably another 40 minutes. So I guess I'll just wait on that. They're writing tickets for those too. It's funny that those came back around. Oh, those are a big deal. Oh, shoot. 10 or 15 years ago, they came out with something similar, and DOT had a field day. Oh, it is that late. All right, so take off in about another 15 minutes. I got my 70, so I guess we're good there. All right. All the tires appear to be good. I think I have an air leak on one of my cab shocks, so I'm gonna have that looked at when we have a service. Well, everything seems to be on and working, so we're getting ready to go now. Clock's running. DOT would probably frown on me for doing this, but I've already done my pre-trip. I did it off duty because, well, you just never know. So we left the Loves, and it was just a pretty quick trip over to the other side of town, just right there north of 90. Made it quick, made it in. So we're here. Got my paperwork. I've got to go find my trailer. Hopefully I parked right next to it. And I did. So I got to go check the seal on the back, and then we can get out of here. One of the most important things is this right here. The seal is first, the temperature is second. But either one, if they're too far out or they don't match, it's a no-go altogether. And truthfully, on loads like this, a lot of times, once you're hooked up, if they see you're hooked up, you've just bought it. So, got to be a little careful. Well, we're good there. So we get backed up here and get hooked up, and we'll get out of here. Now you got to be a little patient. Let this build some air there. Let that catch up. Hit that. and we'll just kind of let everything catch up. One of the problems I was having is that really didn't push it up hardly at all when I got hooked up, so I know that the landing gear is going to be tight, so we'll take the slack out of it with the trailer tandems, get them all aired up and loosened up. Let the air build up in the truck a little bit, and hopefully she should just pop right up. We can hope. We are at 11 hours and 47 minutes out, according to this. 758 miles. They said they wanted it there tonight by 5, but when you lock the gates at 2 in the morning, don't load it till 1, and I can't get out of here. There was no way that was going to happen anyways. But this is where we're at. So realistically, tomorrow morning. Well, this is alarming. It says I got 43.8, and I'm not even at my loaded line. I'm going to have to go scale this and probably come back. I can already tell you this is madness. Oh, let's check that right way. Well, that's disturbing too. So now I have to go waste a half hour trying to get in and out of the Flying J. And get this scaled out. So I guess that's where we're going next. So it's just another really quick trip, just a couple miles over to the Flying J. Had to get scaled. Glad I did. Alright, so we're on the scale here. Yep. I was told 1 second. Let's find out. Well, I'm glad I scaled it. It was pulling really light. I almost just took off with it, but thought I'd check it. Well, glad I did. Here we are right here. Go ahead and move it back 2 holes and we should be fine. I don't trust cold storages when it comes to weight. You know, especially like DCs to DCs and stuff like that, because they're always throwing something extra on. I had 2 separate weights on there. One said 39 something and the other one said 43.8. And you just never know. Some of these trucks, like the way they got it, you could have, I've had bills that say 39,000 and I scale it out at 79.9. So you always got to check. Oh, they remarked everything here, which tells me one thing. These places are getting ready to start towing for real. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna move this back. We need to make sure we mark that. We're gonna move it back 2 holes. We can get away with 1, but yeah, we can get away with 1, but I'm gonna go 2, kind of balance it out just a little better. You got to be careful when sliding these things. It'll seem like an inch up front and it's 2 feet in the back. So, which looks like it was. So, yeah, let me show you. So there's the mark I made. It's 1 hole, that's 2 holes. So we're gonna push that back in. We're gonna roll it forward just a little bit and click her in. As soon as we're in, we'll make sure all the pins are out and we'll get out of here. So you got to make sure, for some reason, my that one's in too. Yeah, for some reason the light ain't working on this thing. This thing's been going through updates, which means my phone has been a mess. That one, all right, they're all out, so we're good. I moved between 800 and 1,000 pounds forward with that. I had about 1,500 pounds to play with, so I think we're good there. I have to figure out how much fuel I need, where to get fuel, but then we should be okay. Well, we got that much right there. The def looks good. So we'll make it into Illinois before we put fuel on tonight, or this afternoon. So I'll finish up my computer work and we're gonna boogie. Had to make a quick pit stop. Everybody needs a bathroom break and a Nathan's. Nathan's hot dogs, about the only thing worth eating out here anymore. And truthfully, they're not really all that good either. So guess it's time to get back out of here and hit the road again. Stopped too early for a half-hour break, so let's put another couple hours down and see what happens. So I took the back way out of the truck stop and we made a beeline and ended up just trucking all the way over to Waterloo. It was a boring trip. US 20 is just kind of boring. I mean, it's all right if you like that kind of thing, but 65 slow and a little hilly, but not too bad really. Just a little boring, so just had a nice day and went to Waterloo. So we stopped for fuel. I know we're gonna have to do that and then do a half-hour break, so let's get the fuel done. Okay, so we're in Waterloo. I don't like stopping here, but it kind of seemed to be what just kind of worked. So I guess I'll just go inside, use the restroom, because that's what you do in these places. I got, let's see, 10, 13. I got about 17, 18 minutes I got to waste. So let's see how I can waste it and we'll get back out. So while we're here, we'll do just a quick walk around, make sure our fuel caps are on, make sure nobody's pulled our fifth wheel. Didn't check this, but yeah, we're good there. So check the seal on the back and then we can boogie. I want to be out of the Quad Cities by 3 o'clock. And it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours to the border from here. It's 64, 74, about an hour. We're looking at roughly 2 hours, 15 minutes down to basically the border. I really didn't want to stop at Iowa 80. It just takes too much time. So, things you see on the ground. So yeah, so we'll just do a quick once over real quick. Everything looks good. Nothing's leaking, so let's get out of here. Oh! And there we are. Sorry about the glare. So, I guess it's time to go. The trip down to Davenport, of this particular run, this is the part I hate the most. Basically from Cedar Rapids all the way to Davenport, it's just a clown show, especially when you get to Iowa City. It just, you get on 80 and everybody, yeah, you get on 80. For all of you who've done it, if you know, you know. It's just miserable. So, let's get going. So we got out of Waterloo and just booked it towards the Quad Cities. Kind of wanted to get out of there before rush hour traffic started getting too bad. Iowa City's kind of a booger, so just put it in the wind, and once we got on the interstate, it was 70, 75 all the way down, except through the Cedar Rapids where they got cameras. Anyhow, so we're making a quick stop here at the Quick Star in Davenport, Iowa, right before we go across the bridge into Illinois. Pretty good place. I like these. They're called Quick Trips in Wisconsin. We've got to pick up a couple things for the truck. Just basically take a real quick break and get out of here. I got about another 3.5 hours worth of driving till we're done for the night. Well, we got our next load, and I'll talk about that here in a bit. But let me go in here and take care of this, and we'll get back with you. Take a quick minute to put this stuff away. Get the Caesar salad here. I tell you, it's just most of the stuff they got in this place is pretty good. The salads are good. The chicken's good. Just everything's pretty good. They got chicken, fried chicken, which is really good. So, yeah, I've never had really too much bad happen in one of these places. Been to a bunch of them. So, like I said, if you're in Iowa, they're called Quick Stars. If you're in Wisconsin or Minnesota, they're called Quick Trips. Pretty good places. I'll tell you, pretty good places. This is what we have. So right now I have enough time to make it to Crawfordsville, Indiana, which is about 35 miles across the border. Not a big hurry, but I got enough time to make it there. So let's get going and let's see where this day takes us. Just one of those things that when you get in this business for any amount of time, you start learning where little places like that are. And it sure makes driving a whole lot nicer. Having real food you can buy. Even though it's a gas station, it's one of the better ones. So it just kind of makes things a little better. And truthfully, the coffee's top notch too. Holy crap, my check engine light went out. Well, that's nice. The day just keeps getting better. First fried chicken, now that. I don't even know what's going to happen next. I mean, might have to sit down for that. Yeah. Sit here across the Mississippi into Illinois. It's an absolutely beautiful drive. See downtown Davenport there, that's the, I think that's the new 74 bridge, but I'm not sure. But yeah. Welcome to Illinois. So we made it here to Oakwood, Illinois. Here at the Loves. Yay, Loves. First time I ever came to Oakwood, the Loves wasn't here. The Pilot wasn't here. It was just an old crappy truck stop with a mediocre restaurant. It's a Marathon. and it had an adult shop across the street. Huge triple X's and a couple of palm trees. The old timers will remember that because you could see it for miles. So, to sit here, do our break here, and see what shakes out. It's pretty busy here tonight. There's literally 2 spots left. Well, that and a make your own right there. Didn't make it as far as I wanted to. I wanted to make it out to Crawfordsville. Usually I can get there with about 10 minutes left on my clock, and that's going to be about 5 minutes short. And well, there's a spot opening up. Be about 5 minutes short, and 5 minutes over about an hour and a half. It's going to be closer to 10 to 15 when you get parked. So with all the road construction and everything, there's a few things that just ate my time up. I made 1 or 2 stops I probably shouldn't have, but usually I'm better with this stuff, but I guess I just really wasn't in a hurry today. So we are about an hour 45 minutes out of where I need to be. So we'll do that tomorrow. I'm kind of in a predicament. So the predicament is this. I have to deliver that tomorrow as soon as I can, but I'm picking up another load that loads at 9. Now it'll probably be done early. How early, I don't know. So once it gets in the door, it'll go quick. So we do have a drop trailer there, so it'll be getting loaded on that. I'm not sure what trailer number is. They are an hour ahead, so got to figure that out. So if I leave early enough, I can possibly get through Indianapolis before rush hour, but there's a good chance I'll be sitting at my customer. But if I leave here at 7:30, which is 8:30 their time, should put me the 7:30, right around 10 o'clock when I get there. The time change always screws me up because I forget how to think about it. So basically, about 15 miles that way, it's an hour later. So if I roll out of here at 7:45 their time, and I have it's an hour and a half in, the 8:45, almost 9 o'clock when I hit the loop in Indy. And yeah, that ought to work, honestly. Be there about the time my load should be loaded, about the time I'm supposed to deliver, and hopefully I can be in and out quick. So I guess that's going to be it for tonight. It's getting a little late, and I need to just shut this down, and I think I'm going to head out tomorrow morning about 6:30 my time, which is 7:30 their time. And I would like to be going through the gate about 9 o'clock over there, but we'll just have to wait and see what the loop offers us. I'm going to have to stop, well, I'll do it here, but I'll have to top the refrigerated tank off before we get in. And then we'll just have to go from there. So I guess we'll see you in the morning. So it's the next morning. Get ready to go here. Turn my valves. One here. That one here. Check the oil. There's no milkshake, so we live to fight another day there. It's not just me, there's a bunch of us trucks, we've been fighting that APU valve. It's just the colder it gets, the more it leaks. And so I just turned them off because I was going through a lot of antifreeze and creating quite a mess, and DOT doesn't like that. Well, I got it fired up and the check engine light's still off, so I'm happy about that. The one thing that drives me nuts about hauling refrigerated is this. We are just right at 3/4 and they want it all the way. And truthfully, if I would have just topped it off in Waterloo, it'd be fine right now. But you never know how much these things are going to use, especially this time of year when the weather's fluctuating like it is. So I stopped, put 4.5 gallons in, and take off, I guess. But I gotta wait about another 15 minutes before I can take off. So whatever. So that took just shy of 9 gallons, 8.9. I think if we'd filled it up yesterday, we would have been fine. But like I said, you never know, and it's usually best just to fill it up within an hour or two of dropping it, especially if it's on continuous. If it'd been on continuous, probably would have put 25 or 30 gallons into it. But that's the way it goes. One of the things that helps you when it comes to dealing with all of this traffic and rush hour and all that is understanding the rush hour in the place that you're in. I mean, you can use the map programs and stuff like that and traffic programs, and they'll show you where the traffic tie-ups. And as you do it quite a bit, you start figuring out where the bottlenecks are and stuff like that. So we pulled out of the Loves, and it was just, what, hour and a half, 2-hour drive over there. Real easy. Indianapolis went nice. I timed it out just right, so I was glad about that. Sun came up. Just a beautiful morning. Made it all the way through. Not a hitch. Well, I pulled in the gate, and apparently they rescheduled it without telling anyone. So I'm 2 days too early, which is a problem. Because in 2 days, I have to be in North Platte. So, gotta figure that out. So we came over here to the Pilot for a minute. This is madness over here. This is sheer madness. They tore down the old Pilot and somehow made it 10 times worse. This is just, it's chaos. They built the driver's entrance right next to the lagoon, so that tracks. So we left that nightmare known as the Pilot. So I made a few phone calls. They're gonna let me in. This happens from time to time. This is the kind of crap drives me nuts, really. They'll change things without telling anybody, but we got it straightened up, so let's go get this dropped. Try again, and just have to go from there. One of the things they did this last year that I absolutely just detest is they got rid of all the personnel in the guard shack. Now you just have to sit there, turn your truck off so you can hear, and then yell through a little box, and it's just miserable. But it's what we got to do now. Of course, they've got it all crammed down to one entrance because, well, apparently not technology. It doesn't work. So You can see where this has all been hit multiple times and guys have run it over and all sorts of stuff, and it's just a bad idea all the way around. So let's get back over here and get this taken care of. So we got our trailer dropped, hooked up to the new one. Oh goody, I think we got a flat. So now I get to deal with that. But got a few phone calls made, got everything straightened out. Off to my next adventure. Sometimes these things happen, but it's good to have good people behind you who can make phone calls. Because I got to be, the day they wanted this delivered, I got to be in North Platte that same day. And that's not going to work. So, well, I'm going to wrap this up and we'll catch you in a bit. Well, it's later tonight. I realized the video had gone on quite a long time, so I'm going to make it short. Everything worked out. Got my reload. I'm about halfway back with it now. Don't think I'm going to film this one, but I apologize if the video is too long, but there was a lot to it. It's sometimes these short loads, there's just a lot to these little short ones, but they work out. So everything worked out. Make some phone calls, and truthfully, had they not let me drop, we would have figured something out, because, well, that's just what you do. So hey guys, I appreciate it. If you made it all the way to the end, thanks for watching. If you thought it was too long, let me know. If you liked the length, let me know. I put a lot in here. I actually filmed more on my trip than I usually do, so I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next video. Oh, and don't worry, it's back.
Up with the dawn, I look out to a brand new horizon, where the colors all blend like a friendly hello from beyond.